Welcome to InnoVEX 2021 Pitch Contest Final. This year, despite COVID-19, we've managed to still hold this contest online. This year, we also see many applications coming from around the world. There were a total of 85 applications coming from 17 countries. Eventually, we came down to 10 finalists who are going to pitch on stage today. Today, they're also competing for a total prize pool up to $40,000 US. So before we hear their demo pitch, let's first introduce what the prizes are. This year, there's one grand prize and two special award prizes. The first grand prize is $20,000 US package sponsored by Taiwan Capital. There's only going to be one winning team taking away this grand prize. There are also two special award prizes. One is the Qualcomm Innovation Award. It's up to $10,000 US, and there will be two teams. Each team will take away $5,000 US. There's also the Japan Finder Award. There's only be one winning team taking away 1 million Japanese yen. However, this award has a very special purpose, and they are looking for very specific categories from the startup teams. So just heads up, okay? Now, before we start the pitching, let's also introduce the judge panel to you. This year we have a great judge panel starting from first David Wen, who is our chief judge and also the CEO of Taiwan Capital. David, would you like to wave in real quick to our audience? Thank you. Hi, David. Second, we have Sean DePana, Executive Vice President of Corporate Innovation at Plug and Play. Hi, Sean. Third, we have Kevin Liu, Director at Techstars Investment. Hi, Kevin. Fourth, we have Ron Heffernan, Managing Partner at Mountain Pacific Venture. Hi, Ron. Fifth, we have Kenji Yamamoto, Principal at Trans-Pacific Technology. Hi, Kenji. Sixth, we have Evie Tai, Staff Manager, Business Development at Qualcomm. Hi, Evie. Proceed with the contest. I also want to share with you that we see an interesting shift from today's topics today due to COVID-19. So just want to share real quick with you about the top 3 most popular categories that the applicants apply this year. The first one is healthcare and biotech. The second one is enterprise software solutions. The third one is 5G and IoT. Without further delay, we're going to introduce the first team to the stage. The first team is Data U application. So let us welcome Data U application to the stage. To all the teams today, I know you must be looking forward to your demo pitch. So just a reminder, you have 5 minutes to pitch, followed by a 3-minute QA session. When you start pitching, you will hear 1 ring. That means it starts. And when you have 1 minute remaining, we will give you 1 ring as a reminder. When there are 30 seconds left, you will hear 3 rings. That means you need to hurry up and give a wrap up to your presentation. When the time is up, we will close out your screen to terminate your presentation and proceed with the QA session. So now if you're ready, please start sharing your screen. Please start.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Scott and I'm representing Data.io to introduce you the world's first crop algorithm edge computing technology. And we wish to use this technology to create a whole new supply chain for agriculture industry. So Data.io specializes in data science, and we provide data prediction services to agriculture enterprise and wholesaler. And our core technology is a crop data algorithm, which is accompanied with AI machine learning that enable us to provide various predictions. So it is very crucial for us to first recognize what's wrong with the current agriculture market. So in Asia, the land of prosperity of fruit has a $46 billion fruit market per year, and is continuously expanding by almost 6% of it per year. But in spite of this great dynamic of market, there's still something wrong within the market that is causing the market to lose $9 billion per year. So we found out that the problem is that the traditional farmers who does not have sufficient knowledge on the condition of the land and products which are losing significantly during the production and sales. So our technology is designed to solve this problem. But what even worse is that for areas such as Southeast Asia countries, where they have really low internet coverage, have prevented tech companies to bring technological solution to them. So taking all this problem together, Data.io has now created a solution. So let me introduce you the world's first crop algorithm edge computing technology, the Edgeman prediction system. So this is the actual user interface of Edgeman. First, it contains lots of environmental information that are collected through our sensors and are sent to the device through Bluetooth, and which will update every 10 seconds. So by having this information, our farmers will be able to adjust their cultivation method instantly once the environmental circumstances have changed, and accordingly increasing their efficiency in cultivation. And second, the prediction on flowering date and yield, which are calculated by our algorithm. So by knowing when will the flowering bloom and how much they are expected to produce, our farmers will be able to adjust their cultivation method in an early stage to meet the market demand. Third, the prediction on harvesting date. So by knowing when is the best day for the good to be harvested, our farmers will be able to ensure the quality of the good and also negotiate the delivery schedule with the commercial client more efficiently. Oh, and almost most importantly, Edgeman does not internet to functions. So Qualcomm's high performance edge computing chips had enabled our algorithm to calculate on site, on the production site directly. So let's take a look at how it functions. So this instruction is really simple for everyone. So step one, you choose the crop you wish to cultivate. And step two, you enter the starting date of cultivation. Then it's all set. You just have to wait for the result to be produced the next day. So this is what it looked like on a pineapple field. And this is what it looked like on a tomato greenhouse. So Edgeman can both produce in outdoor and indoor. And as you can see in the picture, all information can be accessed through your phone and through a communication app called Line. So what quality makes us stand out from others? So what most of the agriculture AI company do is that they simply monitor and identify the growth stage of the crop. But instead of simply monitor, what we do is that we use our knowledge on the crop to build models that enable us to make prediction and to identify the key factors that affecting the cultivation. So this is the accuracy of a prediction. So although fruits had long growing period, obviously, Edgeman is able to narrow the prediction on optimal harvesting date to a couple of days, so as well as the accuracy on prediction on the quality of the product. So record has shown that our clients' productivity has improved significantly. So for example, pineapple clients and our banana clients have really trust our technology and giving more land to manage. And for tomato clients, they have increased their quality of their tomato and subsequently increasing the revenue. So currently we have more than 800 hectare of field under management, and we are able to predict 120 variety of fruits and crop for more than 15,000 users. And the reason for us to be able to develop this technology is because we got professional members. So our CEO, Shaw, has more than 10 years of experience in the field. And we have mentors such as Mr. Lu and Mr. Chan, who has really solid background. And also we have really strong venture capital connections such as Mr. Cheng. So in conclusion, we wish to create a whole new supply chain for agriculture.
Thank you, Data.io. The time is up. Now, we're going to go into the QA session. During this session, I want to remind all the teams that we will invite all the judge panels to ask questions first. So maybe mark down their questions, take notes, and then you will answer all the questions all at once, all right? So first, let's take a look at the judges. For those of you who wish to ask a question, please raise your hand so that I know which one of you have a question to ask. Okay, I see Rung, Evie, and Kevin. So we'll ask you to raise your question in this order. So Rung, please first. Please turn on your mic. Yes.
What's the existing market size and how much does your unit cost relative to the competition that's out there?
Thank you. Evie.
Are your customers individual farmers? What's your customer acquisition plan and how do you plan to scale?
Thank you. Now, Kevin.
What is the go-to-market strategy? How are you getting paid for your product?
Thank you very much. So, Data Yu, if you're ready, we will start a countdown again with 3 minutes. Again, you will hear 1 ring when there's only 1 minute left. And you will hear 3 rings when there's only 30 seconds left, okay? So now, if you're ready, let's start answering the question now. Oh, remember to turn on your mic, please.
Okay. Thank you, Ron, for your question. So our market side, we are targeting Asian market now. So as I mentioned before, the market in Asian fruit market is $46 billion, and our customer will be an agriculture enterprise to wholesaler. So we would say our market size will be something around 40 billion. And the unit cost for a machine is currently $1,000 And compared to other competitor, they have higher cost because we have lowered the cost by manufacturing the box by ourselves. And thank you for Evie's question. So our customer base are agriculture enterprise and wholesaler, and we have insurance company who wish to use our algorithm to calculate the loss for the compensation for their insurance. And we have governmental agency and we have academic agency. So we have scholars who are researching for agriculture goods, and they wish to use a technological solution to improve the efficiency in their project. And thank you, Kevin, for your question. So our go-to market, now we are speaking with Japan, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, to implement our technology into their market. And as I mentioned before, these area, except for Japan, these area have a really low internet coverage. So they really need the technology that does not need internet to function. So as our technology will use Qualcomm chips that enable our algorithm to run without internet. So we are really speaking with them on internetless technology. And our strategy to marketing our products is really different from other industries, per se. So, so traditional farmers does not trust technology as much as other industry. So our strategy will be to connect us with them through layers of connections. So that's why we are building a really large scale of connection through contacts and through mentors, through venture capital, to build this scale of connection so we could reach out to the farmers and to let them trust us with our technology by recommendation by others. And the strategy now is really successful for them because we have really strong connection with really powerful people that have solid background. So yeah, this is our marketing strategy. So thank you for these 3 questions. Thank you, and this is my answer.
Thank you, Data Yu. Now, we've concluded the presentation by the first team, Data Yu. Now let us proceed with team 2. Team 2 is Innohale Therapeutics. Innohale, please share your screen. All right, we can see your screen just fine now. So just make sure your mic is on. So when I say please start, we're going to start with the countdown, okay? All right, please start.
Hi, ni hao. I'm Dan Rappaport, the CEO of Innohale Therapeutics. Thank you for the opportunity to present Innohale to you today. At Innohale, we're transforming the inhaled nitric oxide heart and lung hospital and home care. So what is nitric oxide, or for short, NO? It is a free radical molecule naturally produced in lightning storms. It is also a critical signaling molecule produced in the human body, in the arteries, endothelium, and in the immune system. It has multiple physiological effects. The main one currently used in therapy is vasodilation, which is specific to the lungs. It reduces pulmonary hypertension without affecting the systemic blood flow and improves oxygenation. In higher concentration of NO, it has additional anti-infective effects. Both the vasodilation and anti-infective effects are used today in the treatment of COVID-19. Sorry. Although NO is an established therapy for over 20 years, it is available to less than 10% of the patient in less than 10% of the hospital and only in the ICU settings. It has huge clinical expansion potential. Today, the market is estimated at 1.2 billion American dollars, but it is expected to expand to additional settings within the hospital, including the OR, ER, and hospital wards, and to the ambulatory settings, to clinics and home. It is expected to expand to additional indication, for example, to COPD, bronchiolitis, cystic fibrosis, and more. Hence, the market is expected to grow exponentially to over $12 billion within the next decade. The current limiting factor is the way NO is delivered in large, heavy pressurized tanks, which involve complicated replacement logistics. The system are cumbersome with low portability. Operating the system is challenging and requires special training and assistance. All the above make the therapy very costly. That is why it is limited to ICU and certain geographies only. Innohale's solution is an on-demand NO generation from room air using clean electrical energy. The advantages include eliminating the logistic burden, highly portable system that is very easy to use and very cost efficient. This would enable anyone to receive the therapy anywhere it is needed. Our vision is to make this life-saving therapy as accessible and simple as medical oxygen concentrator. Our core technology is based on two main pillars: on-demand production of NO with unique plasmatron design. You may think of it as a small box of controlled lightning storms. It can provide a wide dosing range of up to 2,000 parts per million with 10 times power efficiency and unparalleled durability that ensure long-term dosing precision critical for efficient and safe therapy. The second pillar is optical gas sensing, which closes the loop for precise dosing. The sensor is far more reliable than standard electrochemical sensor that requires frequent calibration and replacement. The NO is a colorless gas, but when oxidized with ozone, it becomes NO2, which is detectable by spectroscopy. Our technology is well protected in a patent portfolio. The technology was thoroughly validated, and as shown, it provides stable and precise NO concentration, and the correlation with the gold standard gas analyzer is 0.99. Our platform solution enables a stepwise market approach. The bedside systems for the hospital first and later for the home, although disruptive, are longer to commercialize. Therefore, we use our extensive production capabilities to provide a canister refiller solution that will be positioned in the hospital. It will improve hospital economics, and it will allow initial revenue and market presence as early as next year. No real tankless solution from air is on the market now. Vero uses a chemical reactor and a chemical cassette that requires frequent replacement. Others are in development phase. Theraport received an investment from J&J. The main criteria for competitive comparison are functional dosing range, portability, cost efficiency, logistic efficiency, and the versatility of the product portfolio. Innohale excels in all of these criteria. This transformation is open up opportunities to collaborate with many partners.
Thank you. The time is up. So we'll proceed with the Q&A, and we will ask all the judges to ask their questions all at once so that you can answer them all at once. So if you're ready, please get your pen and paper ready. Now, let's see which of the judges have a question. I see Sean, Kenji, and Ron. So we'll ask you to ask your questions in this order. So Sean, please first.
Well, good morning. Thank you for that great presentation. My question is, does your device requires FDA approval? And if it does, have you forged partnership already with how many hospital or health institutions so far? and the cycle of approval for your device? Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Kenji-san, please.
Yes, my question is that what is the biggest pain point for those patients right now who are not having a home treatment and just having it at a hospital? I understand the hospital side, that's about a cost, and I want to understand the pain point of the patients. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenji. Now, Ron, please.
I was also going to ask the regulatory question, and great presentation. Love looking at products that lower the cost of healthcare. So one of my questions is, what is the cost of your device? And the second question is, do you have a working prototype?
Thank you. All right, Innohale, if you're ready to answer those questions, we're going to start the countdown, okay? All right, please start now. Oh, remember to turn on your mic. Turn on your mic.
Thank you, everyone, for the great questions. So first, Sean, for your question, the bedside, hospital, and home devices require the FDA clearance. That's a Class 3 PMA process. We have to submit the first hospital device for first half next year, and about 2 quarters after the home device. With regard to the canister refiller solution, that's not a medical device and does not require FDA approval, but it requires, of course, GMP and compliance with the pharmacopoeia requirements. So that's a process that we're completing. We are working and completing at the moment, and we're expecting to have the device ready for sales early next year. Kenji, regarding the pain points on the patient side, so the main pain point of those chronic patients is the frequent hospitalization and the need to receive the therapy in the hospital. That's very costly, and that's a very unfriendly environment, especially during these pandemic times. So having a device that can provide the therapy efficiently, remotely by physician at home is highly desirable. And Ron, regarding the cost of the device, well, the cost structure is that in our device is very good. We're actually eliminating the need of the logistics and the production cost of the gas. We use our plasmatron is very efficient, so that allows a huge margin. We aim to use a business model of leasing the product and then charging for the gas and providing the gas at a significant discount on what is currently used today. Hope this answers your questions properly. Thank you very much. 谢谢.
Thank you. Now we end the QA session. Thank you. That was Team 2, Innohale Therapeutics. Let us see Team 3. Team 3 is iPreg Incorporation, iPreg. Hello, iPreg. Hi. Now, please turn on your mic and get your PowerPoint presentation to be shared on screen now. Yes, please start sharing your screen. And as a reminder, you have 5 minutes, and we'll give you 1 ring when there's only 1 minute left. And when you hear 3 rings, that means you only have 30 seconds left. So remember to please hurry and wrap it up, okay? All right, so when I give you the go ahead and start, you can start talking, and we're going to start the countdown, all right? Please start. Oh, you need to, again, you need to turn on your mic.
Okay, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes, now. Okay, now let's start again, all right?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are iPreg Incorporation. iPreg is a medical device manufacturer focusing on sperm sorting for the assisted infertility. We make we make a biological chip for sperm sorting. This product can help doctors to treat the male infertility. Multiple factors affect infertility, and male accounts for 40% of all infertile reasons. All reasons about male infertility point to the difficulty in getting healthy sperms. However, when we compare the ratio of the healthy sperm from our generation to the previous generation, it drops down to 16%. The reduced healthy sperm is one of the leading causes for the failure of IVF, which is in vitro fertilization, the major treatment for infertility. In the States, the reported successful rate of IVF is only 37%. Actually, the healthy sperm sorting is one of the vital steps for IVF. However, traditional sperm sorting method is insufficient and occasionally leads to a collection with unhealthy sperm. So once a good egg meets bad sperm, bad embryo will be formed, which could result in unsuccessful therapy. So we make a biochip, this one, and we create a swimming competition within the chip. The winning sperm are collected to make good embryo. Then we have a better chance to get a baby. We took some specimens from male patients and compared the sperm sorting performance between the traditional sorting method and our chip. Our chip has a better performance in 3 points: the high purity and the reduced DNA damage and the great efficiency. Here's the data. We select the healthiest, highest quality sperm in a safer and faster way. This product has received 2 invention patents in Taiwan, and the US patent are under review. And the total IVF market is about $6 billion US. The sperm sorting market is $6 billion. So we expect to share 10% of the sperm sorting market in the next 10 years, which is 0.6 million. The business model is B2B in Taiwan. We will sell our product to the hospital, especially in the division of OBGYN. We already started a clinical assessment with 2 hospitals in Taiwan. And we plan to find sales partners and global distributors in Asia, North America, Europe, and so on. And also, we are looking for the strategic partners in Japan, Australia, and the States for the future business development. So far, we work with 3 foreign hospitals in the States and China. All these hospitals conduct totally 60,000 IVF cycles per year, and they will be our initial customers. Once we get FDA clearance, our revenue is expected to grow to 6 million in the next 3 years. We are conducting a clinical evaluation with 200 patients for FDA human assessment, and we shall get FDA 510(k) clearance in 2002 and then shift our focus on marketing. Our 3-year budget is $4 million US, and we have 1 million in place so far. We are a passionate team longing to improve the problem of low birth rate in the world, especially in Taiwan, Japan, US, and Europe. Now, we are ready to help doctors to select the healthiest sperm. Hopefully, by using iPreg sperm sorting chip, all of the infertile couples can get their own babies. Thanks, Miriam. Thanks very much.
Thank you for your presentation. Now we're going to proceed with the Q&A. You have 3 minutes to reply to all the questions, but we will first collect all the questions first. So which judges have a question, please? Okay, I see Sean, Ron, and Kenji-san. So we'll ask Sean to start first. David, did you wish to have a question as well? Okay, and David as well. All right. Okay, so we'll ask Sean first, and then followed by Ron, Kenji, and David, okay? So Ron, please, Sean first, please.
Yeah, thank you for that presentation. You know, this is a very kind of a competitive market. Fertility market is very crowded. your differentiations and go-to-market strategy is very critical in being able to scale up in a very kind of short time, because there are bigger players out there who are doing this right now. How is your strategy now set up to compete in that landscape?
So my question is, there's about 400 to 500 IVF clinics around the United States. Insurance does not pay for in vitro fertilization. What will the cost add to a patient's overall cost to have this done?
Thank you, Ron. Kenji-san, please.
Hi, my question is that do you have any preclinical data of the improvement in the success rate of the fertilization? Thank you.
Thank you, Kenji-san. David, please. David, please turn on your mic. No, not yet. Can I? Okay.
Sure.
Now...
Yeah, my question actually is related to the competitive landscape, and I would like to know what unique or what disruptive technology you have embedded. Thank you.
Thank you, David. All right. So iPreg, first, please turn on your mic. Turn on your mic and get ready to answer the questions. And when I say start, you can start, and we're going to start with a countdown. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Please start.
Thanks for this question. The first and the fourth one is competition. And in the method of sperm sorting by biochip, we have two major competitors in the world. One is Qualis in Japan, and another is Zymo in the United States. Our technology is different from this competitor, and the performance of these two products is not as good as ours. So we are confident, we have confidence that we can beat them. And also for the sperm sorting, time is very important because after 30 minutes of leaving the human body, sperm will begin to weaken and even die. Our product has the fastest operation speed in the world, only 15 minutes. So it can, I think it can win the traditional method and other competitor. In addition, assisted reproductive medicine is a highly customer concentrated market. In Taiwan and China, 70% of market is occupied by top 20 hospitals. That is why we cooperate with the top 20 hospitals and the doctors in Taiwan and China. So, some of the top 10 medical doctors will become our shareholders. And so that's how we build a barrier build a barrier between us and our competitors. And the second question is the cost. And our product will cost patients about $200 to $400 US, and it is quite limited within the IVF therapy. And the third question is clinical data. We are very sorry, we cannot get the clinical data how our product can improve the reproductive, because it's ethic problem, because most of the IRB cannot allow a product haven't got FDA approval and then put the sorted cells into human body. So so far we can only prove we can get healthier and nice good sperm from the patients, and we cannot we don't have any clinical approval for reproductive improvement before FDA clearance.
Thank you. That was Team 3, iPreg. Now let us proceed with Team 4, KryptoGO. KryptoGO, please start sharing your screen.
I've shared the screen. Can you guys see it?
Yes, I can see it now. So just a reminder, you will hear 1 ring when there's only 1 minute left, okay? And 3 rings when there's 30 seconds left. So you need to hurry up and wrap up your presentation. All right, so I'm going to give you the start, and then we're going to start with a countdown, okay? All right, please start now.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, judges. I'm Larry, and I'll be representing KryptoGO today. We are a RegTech startup of talented AI, blockchain, and finance experts. And our KYABC solution helps companies verify people, business, and even crypto addresses and transactions to help companies easily comply with AML regulations, so anti-money laundering regulation standards. So our founder and CEO, Corden, encountered the problem of KYC AML when he was the president of Robinhood, a large cryptocurrency exchange in Taiwan with over 150 employees. So when he was the president, he couldn't find an effective KYC AML solution in the market that could scale as the company grew users without spending large amounts of money to employ tens to hundreds of KYC analysts because they were growing so many users. And not to mention, a crypto exchange like Robinhood also needed, being a virtual asset service provider, also needed a crypto AML solution to make sure that their clients' Bitcoin addresses were clean. So there are several problems associated with legacy KYC solutions. So first, in Asia, thousands of people have the same name, and legacy KYC solution produces a lot of false positives. And this requires analysts to put in a lot of time and effort to differentiate between their customers and the hits from these databases. And these international databases also lack foreign languages, so they don't have data published in local news sources. Therefore, they cannot be, sometimes they cannot comply with local regulation standards. In addition, the databases aren't updated in real time. And these companies rely on search engines such as Google, spending these analysts even more time to find the latest updates about their targets. In fact, out of the $34 billion financial institutions spend on compliance annually, compliant labor costs accounts for $25 billion, which is 73%. So what we do is really easy. We help these companies save over 80% of compliance costs by automating all of this, aggregating the data sources needed, and using AI to analyze the large amounts of data, and saving these companies over 83% of their compliance costs. So essentially what we do is reduce the false alarms and detect the risk that need to be detected by these companies. Not only do we have international risk databases as our partnerships, such as Moody's, Dow Jones, WorldCheck, and even blockchain analysis companies, CipherTrace, Chain Analysis, and Elliptic. So we can not only verify businesses, corporate KYC, and know your individual KYC, we can also verify crypto addresses with our complete data coverage. Our business model is very simple. With our standard business model, we give individual professionals, such as even investors, retail investors, employers, HRs, access to these bank-grade KYC solutions. And our KYABC solution also helps these small to medium financial institutions, such as asset management companies, crypto exchanges, have access to this total all-in-one platform for KYC. And we also have an on-premise solution for enterprise, such as traditional financial institutions like banks. In fact, in Q2 of this year, our client screening solution has been implemented into one of the largest state-owned bank in Taiwan, which is Megabank, and is currently being used to do KYC in over 13 countries and 4 languages. For crypto companies, we have partnered with AML consultants to provide an end-to-end KYC AML total solution so that startups and tech companies can focus on their services instead of worrying about compliance when they scale their users. The next step, now that our AML solution has been implemented by banks, our ability to comply with regulation standards are no longer questioned. Therefore, we have built a platform to let everyone do diligence on themselves, creating a universal standard, and we'll issue a KryptoGO passport. And this replaces repetitive requests for KYC documents with a single reusable master record. we have been, in last year, we won the Taiwan RegTech Hackathon held by the FSC. And our company, our founder and CEO has experience in building large-scale applications. Our AI architect was the gold medal in the Olympiad Informatics. So,
all right, time is up. So we will go into the QA session right now. Let's see which judges have a question. Please raise your hands. I see Evie, Sean, Kevin, and Ron. Okay, so we'll ask you to ask your questions in this order. And Crypto, so remember to mark down the questions and you will answer them all at once, okay? So first, let's ask Evie to ask your question. Evie, please.
Very good presentation. Could you share what are the key intellectual properties that the company have, and also any early traction in the sales and customer engagement?
Thank you, Evie. Okay, second, Sean.
Yeah, how are you monetizing your products right now? And what is your plan in terms of regulatory bodies, strategy in terms of getting their approval if it is RegTech target market?
Thank you, Sean. Kevin, please.
How do you differentiate yourself from all the other KYC products on the market?
Thank you. Ron, please.
I saw you went through Draper University. I think Tim Draper and his team over there are probably one of the best experts on evaluating blockchain. Has Tim Draper or one of Draper's funds put money into your company?
Thank you. All right, KryptoGO, please first turn on your mic. All right, and let's get ready. And when I say start, you may start, and we're going to start with a countdown. And again, you will have 3 rings when you have only 30 seconds left. Okay, please start now.
Okay. Thank you for Evie's question. For our key international properties and traction, currently, as I mentioned in the business model, we have a SaaS. All of our products are currently subscription-based, and we partner with, for example, international companies like Moody's, Dow Jones, and even so the KYC is the eKYC is a large space. We even have we are the only Taiwan company to partner with Jumio, the largest eKYC provider currently in the market. And we currently have around 10 premium subscriptions, and we have 2 banks that are using our solutions. And we are currently going into the insurance and the security space. So I hope that answers that question. The second question from Sean would be that monetizing products, as I mentioned in the business model, we use this subscription model to build on top of our due diligence engine, and we partner with different entities and aggregate their data to resell some of their forms, and sometimes we partner with consulting companies to go along with their consulting. So these consulting companies would use our platform to do due diligence for their customers. And regarding the regulatory bodies, it's very interesting because just the day before yesterday, FATF, there was a FATF new guideline regarding how AI is being used in the regulatory space, because AI is normally considered as a black box. But for example, in New York, if the accuracy exceeds 83%, it could be suitable for financial institutions to implement this. And in Brazil and India, the government, even the central bank, has already implemented AI solutions in their KYC process, in their KYC workflow. So for the regulatory bodies, the whole space is moving into tech because the labor costs are too large. And the third question from Kevin, how do we differentiate ourselves from other KYC analysts, other KYC solutions? Well, first, as our name suggests, our founder and team comes from blockchain backgrounds. So we are targeting, actually, our next step is to target the travel rule. And of course, our KryptoGO passport is actually disrupting this space. Instead of making more KYC requirements, we want to take away the KYC and using a single reusable master record so that everybody can do less KYC with less money. And then answering Ron's question, we actually received the term sheet from Japan University, but the valuation was a bit too low, so we didn't accept that. But we didn't, so we're waiting for the DFJ fund. But.
Thank you. Time is up. Thank you very much. We will proceed with the next team. Now, the fifth team is OakMega. So let's bring up OakMega to the screen. Hi. So let's first ask you to turn on your mic, and please also share your screen. Okay. So again, you'll hear one ring when you have 1 minute left, and when you have 30 seconds left, you'll hear 3 rings. Ding, ding, ding. That means hurry up, wrap up your presentation. Okay. So when I give you the go ahead to start, we're going to start with a countdown. All right. So please start now.
Okay. Hi everyone. Konnichiwa. 大家好. Today, it's my pleasure to meet you all. My name is Porsche, and we are OakMega, the social CRM. So COVID sucks. COVID changed how people interact, right? Just like right now, we're having this pitch virtually. But also COVID changed how businesses build relationships with customers, since all the touch points are forced to move from in-person to digital. In the digital world, businesses see their customers through the data in CRM. But do you know that there are massive gaps in knowing customers' digital behaviors? So why is the data missing? Because people are transferring from traditional media like email, SMS, to instant messenger apps. An average person spends like 2 hours per day on messenger apps, and millennials spend almost 4 hours per day, taking up 2/3 of their screen time, but no current CRM can track them efficiently. Another trend is that major browsers and Apple, they're limiting third-party agencies to access data for cross-application usage. As a result, companies spend fortunes on CRM systems, but still losing hundreds of millions of dollars due to missing customer data. And we're here to solve the problem. So today, let me introduce OakMega, the social CRM. We rebuilt customer profiles from bitmap to high-resolution 3D. We have 3 dimensions. The first one is acquisition. So social CRM covers more channels than you can think of. A business owner can acquire real-time customer data from messenger apps, browsers, email, offline events. And through our deep link and AI mapping mechanism, we can match known and unknown visitors across all applications and aggregate the scattered data into one single platform, giving you a holistic view of your customers. Then we provide comprehensive engagement system for businesses to initiate personalized interaction. So with our segmented content builder, live chat, chatbot, and over a dozen online merge offline modules, giving brands multiple ways to engage with their customers. And we also present customer journey and marketing automation, empowering brands to give the right product to the right people without any marketers involved. The third dimension is retention. How do we keep our clients and grow them? By analyzing all behaviors, our analytics studio and auto tagging system help business owners to retain high-value members and have them drive more like referrals and repeat visits, elevate walk-in guests to loyal customers. So with social CRM, you can build your first-party omni-channel data source and reclaim the missing data. And you can do it within just a couple clicks and in minutes. And OakMega has proven social CRM works in many cases. For example, Huggies, the global leading diaper brand. They segmented their customers into 13 journeys, automatically sending unique promotions to moms and dads directly through Line. Huggies has doubled their fan base and registration rate, and they have significantly increased their monthly active users. But we're not only in FMCG. We have clients across all industries, including retail, real estate, pharmaceutical, gaming, etc. So we have clients like Allergan, Daiichi Sankyo, Line Taxi, Mixi Group, and way more. We have collected more than 90 million first-party interaction data and help our clients to triple their fan base, grow their business fast, and their ROI is 10x. That is why our clients love us. So how big is the market and what are markets we're targeting? Companies spend $60 billion on CRM systems per year and still growing at 30% annually. But that's not all. With social CRM, we can help our clients to disrupt the advertising market, which is worth $600 billion. OakMega provides a self-service SaaS platform running a recurring business. We break even within the first 3 months and reach 1 million revenue in 2020. We have clients in Taiwan and Japan, and we will expand to more messaging apps, platforms, and grow our business globally. We are a pre-seed company accelerated by Spark Labs Taipei, partnering with CyberZ, Dentsu, HubSpot, Salesforce. And we're looking for investors and partners to embark with us on the next journey. OakMega, the first native social CRM. We redefine how businesses build relationships with customers. And I'm Porsche, we are OakMega. Thank you.
Thank you, OakMega. We're going to proceed with the QA session. So please get your pen and paper ready to get all the questions at once, and then so you can answer them all at once. So please, which judges have a question for OakMega? Please raise your hand. I see Evie, Kevin, Sean, David, and Ron. Okay, so we'll go with this order. Evie, Kevin, Sean, David, and Ron. Okay. All right, Evie, please start.
Okay, thank you. My question is about, could you share more about your core technology and how do you apply the AI on your solution in more details?
Thank you, Evie. Kevin, please.
Walk me through how you go from a new lead into your system and how that gets enriched and how that becomes insight for the business.
Thank you. Sean, please.
Yeah, great presentation. Thank you. Just want to understand, how do you plan to overcome on the data privacy issues, especially in working with the various messaging apps in the market? And how do you compete with also other competitors in the market who are basically in the CRM space, who are moving quickly towards the social side of the business as well on this space? Thanks.
Thank you, Sean. David, please.
Yes, so this is also a very crowded market, and I know that some of the privacy issue, if the, for instance, Line or Messenger change the policy, how are you going to, handle that?
Thank you. Ron, please.
My question was also around privacy. Are users opting in? Because I don't necessarily want my suppliers to know what I'm doing.
Thank you. All right, OakMega, first, please turn on your mic.
Yep.
Again, I'm going to start with the countdown when I say please start, okay? And you will hear 3 rings to hurry you up. Okay. All right, please start.
Okay, so thanks for all the great questions. Our core tech is tag. We have the best tagging system. For example, if you're using Salesforce and you want to get a tag on the user, it will take you like at least 30 minutes to 1 hour. But with our system, you can tag your users at every touch point within like just a few clicks and seconds. And about Kevin's question, where do we get our leads? We do have enterprise clients and we do have self-service clients. So our clients can get to us through the internet, through our partnership program. And it is very, very easy to find OakMega over here and also on the internet. And about the privacy issue. So privacy is something we want to solve. That's why companies need CRM, need social CRM, because they need to build their first party data source. So for example, if you're using, let's say Salesforce or HubSpot, you have the database, but you don't have the actual data coming in because your customers are not interacting with you. It is not like third-party cookies. You can track people all the places. So you need OakMega to build the new relationship, to have the new ways to interact with your customers. And we do not share our data with other people. So we do not share our data share our clients' aids data with other clients. So what we do is we want to help the businesses to reclaim their own data and not having their data elsewhere and being sold. And we also want to protect the end user's data to make sure that the interactions, the data, the things, their behaviors are only being seen by the ones that they approved, which are the business. So let me wrap up. So our core tag is tag. It is one of, I will say it's the best tagging system in the world. And we have a good lead generation model engine. And actually social CRM, I'm wondering if you guys know this, like social CRM is a startup topic that starts from Asia. It is not like green tech. It is not like a Bitcoin blockchain. So we do have the advantage to start this topic and grow it big and expand to all the markets. Yeah, that will be my answers. Thanks, you all.
Thank you, OakMega. We have concluded 5 teams so far, and we still have 5 more teams to go. Now let us welcome Team 6 to the stage. Team 6 is OutSense Diagnostics. Team 6, please start sharing your screen.
Okay.
All right, so as a reminder, we will give you 1 ring when there's 1 minute left. We'll give you 3 rings when there's 30 seconds left. So that's a cue for you to wrap up your presentation. All right, and then when I say please start, we're going to start the countdown. Okay, please start.
Hi all, my name is Ifat. I'm from Israel. Good morning, everybody. Nice to meet you. I'm the CEO of OutSense. Okay. OutSense have developed a unique technology to analyze human waste within any standard toilet bowl. This analysis enables detection of broad range of medical and non-medical conditions. We target some markets, the elderly care market, both at home and facilities, colorectal cancer market, inflammatory bowel disease market, and wellness market. All this within one device, one hardware, and optical sensor that also collects database on human waste. Our vision is to be the world leader or the owner of the largest database of human waste to provide insight on human physiology. The company technology has been already clinically validated and is protected by very strong IP. What are the current methods? Current methods are manual. You have to collect stool or urine at home and bring it to the lab. This is time consuming, less than 30% compliance because of the hassle of handling your own exertion. And accuracy is very low because you do only one-time check. And if something was missed, for example, blood in the stool, you brought a sample and there was no blood in the stool at that time, this can be missed. The alternative is OutSense. It's automatic. You don't need to do anything. You just place in the toilet and forget about this. User privacy is guaranteed. The data is gathered on an ongoing basis. Continuous. It's not a one-time check. You don't need to wait for laboratory results. The system alerts if there are any deviations from the norm. And as I said, accuracy is very high. We've done clinical trials for colorectal cancer screening for detecting blood in stool with 90% accuracy, and for detecting a urinary tract infection, for example, with 85% accuracy. What is the platform? It's a small sensor that clips onto the toilet. All the data is uploaded to the cloud where it is analyzed and data is collected. And then you can connect to third parties through API or to give a direct alert to caregiver, physician, or to the user at home through the mobile app, and then provide a personalized care. The magic, each substance has its own optical signature, and we are able, through our multispectral optical sensor, to identify the optical signature of the substance. Here you can see, in this example, the optical signature of the blood, and therefore you know also if the blood is coming from the inner intestine or from hemorrhoids or any external outsource or period, and you can better analyze its source. The database, as I said before, we are building the world's largest database of human exertion that can provide insight into human physiology, and by that deliver personalized care aid medical research, benefit HMO and insurance company, and help pharmaceutical companies to assess drugs. Market size, very large. You can see here, 35 billion, the market for elderly care, for colorectal cancer, 30 billion. Wellness market is huge, and the IBD market is not big, but very, very focused and needs a solution. The value proposition is to facilitate a better and prompt and target care through early detection, save cost of hospitalization and complication, save cost to HMO and insurance company, increase compliance because compliance is very low at the moment, and increase revenues for OEM and strategic partner by integrating the innovative technology, for example, in the toilet bowl. The market, elderly care market, in elderly facilities, for example, they are suffering from dehydration. 50% of the residents in elderly care facility suffer from dehydration, from urinary tract infection, and they don't do any lab tests, and therefore people are deteriorating and hospitalized. Colorectal cancer is the most preventable cancer, but yet the least prevented because of the very low compliance. Inflammatory bowel diseases.
Time is up. Yes. So we will proceed with the Q&A, and we're having a little bit hard time seeing your whole face. So if you can adjust your camera, that's perfect. Thank you. Now we'll proceed with the QA. So if you have your pen and paper ready, you can collect all the questions at once and then answer them all at once. So we see which judges have a question for her. Please raise your hand. Okay, I see Sean, Ron, and Kenji-san. So in this order, we'll ask Sean to ask a question first. Sean, please.
Oh, thank you very much. Fascinating products and a great market, definitely a need for something like this device. I'd like to know if you have already done POCs with your products, with who, with what kind of institutions, and the cycle of qualifications has been, and what is your way that you are making money with these products, your monetization strategy? That's primarily my two questions for you.
Thank you. Now, Ron, please.
Are you familiar? I've seen two other presentations that were selling similar devices. However, they were full-size toilets and very expensive. Are you familiar with those? And what are the different diagnostics that you're doing versus them? There's one right here in Utah being developed by David Hall. But it is very expensive. Your device seems much more affordable, is my question.
Thank you, Ron.
What would your device add to that?
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. And I see that the database that you're going to build for the stool and the patient's health information is going to be crucial. So, and at the same time, probably you'll need to have the database for the different patient demographics, and the data might be affected also by the surrounding environment, like the lighting of the bathroom or the surface of the toilet bowl. So I'd like to know, how are you going to collect the data for those like various patients in the various environments? How long it takes, and like how many patients you need to like get the information from? Thank you.
Thank you. Now, OutSense, you have 3 minutes to answer. So first, please turn on your mic and get ready. And when I say please start, we're going to start with a countdown of 3 minutes. Again, there's going to be 3 rings at 30 seconds to remind you to wrap things up. Okay, is your mic on?
It's on.
All right, it's on now. All right, please start.
Okay, so Sean, I will talk quickly. So regarding POCs, yes, we have just started. We're starting now in Japan with a big company named Macnica, which some of you probably know. They are giving services to elderly care facilities and integrating our technology into their system. We are just starting now, so we don't yet have results. And another nursing home chain named Communicare in the US, which also invested a small amount in us as a strategic partner, also starting a POC. And we have done clinical trials in 2 hospitals, actually now 3 hospitals in Israel with very high results. Ron's question regarding a competitor and the price. Our price is very affordable. The vision is to offer a very low hardware fee, something like a couple $200 for the device, and recurrent service fee for cloud services, which we can also add premium services. We know the competitors, some of them are very expensive. Very important to say we have very strong IP and we actually block all our competitors. Some of them are in the US already tried to apply and were rejected 3 times based on our IP. And the last question was, we are actually practice the algorithm to look at hundreds of kind of exertion, and we are doing a full measurement that is similar to video measurement, and we actually deduct everything that interrupts the measurement and therefore we have no interruptions of lights or any other things or toilet paper because we are deducting all the interference and we are uploading only the actual data that we collected of human exertion and substances inside the exertions. I think these were, I hope I answered all the questions.
Thank you, Team 6. Now let us see Team 7, PathKeeper Surgical. PathKeeper Surgical, please turn on and start sharing your screen. Yes, I can see now, but you probably want to speak a little bit louder.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Cool.
So again, you'll hear 1 ring when there's 1 minute left, and 30 seconds left, you're going to hear 3 rings. So when I say start, we're going to start with a countdown, okay? All right, please start.
Hi, good morning. My name is Racheli and I'm presenting for PathKeeper Surgical. So PathKeeper has developed a 3D spine navigation system that offers real-time tracking throughout spinal surgery while remaining cost efficient. The system uses AI and proprietary 3D camera technology to track surgical tools and patients' vertebrae throughout the surgery in real time, which enables sub-millimeter accuracy. The system is completely radiation-free, making it an ideal system for adoption and usage for all spinal patients, including children. We chose to focus on spinal surgeries first because it's a global problem and a leading cause of disability worldwide. 6 million spinal surgeries are performed annually globally, and these procedures cost billions in healthcare costs. Additionally, the spinal market is rapidly growing due to a growing aging and active population, making it of utmost importance to introduce effective solutions to this growing problem. So when performing spinal procedures, surgical screws need to be inserted into the pedicle, which is surrounded by nerve cords and major blood vessels. Navigation is therefore a really important tool that ensures accurate screw placement and a higher surgery success rate, as well as lowers the need for revision surgery. So current navigation systems have significant disadvantages. Their navigation module tends to utilize only a preoperative CT scan, and implant placement throughout surgery is based on static data. If the surgeon suspects patient movement in surgery, they're forced to take additional CT scans, which use harmful radiation. Additional disadvantages of the current systems are their high purchase prices and long setup times, which prevent easy adoption and accessibility for all. The PathKeeper system was developed with these problems in mind, and therefore we created a device that is affordable, offers real-time tracking, is radiation-free, and has a small form factor, making it ideal for all operating rooms, both big and smalls, in hospitals and clinics. So the device's workflow is simple and easy to use. Prior to the surgery, the patient's scan is loaded into the workstation, and the surgeon plans the procedure on the workstation. The surgical tools are then equipped with markers, and both patient and tool positions are registered by the 3D camera in a matter of seconds. The surgeon receives feedback throughout the surgery on tool position relative to the vertebrae, and pedicle screw insertion is guided in accordance to the preoperative plan. So the business model we chose is recurring revenue, which is enabled by our low cost of goods and proprietary camera technology. We believe in making money ethically and with our partners through system usage, and we will therefore either sell our systems through a one-time purchase fee or a leasing model per year and charge per system usage. This ensures that both us and our partners profit simultaneously. So our goal is to offer affordable and safer surgeries for all. Therefore, our target market is the general spine market and MIS procedures. However, we found lucrative niche markets whose needs aren't met by current navigation systems. Those include ambulatory surgical centers, which are high volume outpatient centers who are seeking an affordable navigation system, pediatric deformity procedures. There are many per year. They have a higher revenue, and because it's on peds, on children, they require a system that is radiation free, as well as the cervical market. The smaller vertebrae require sub-millimeter accuracy, which is realized by virtue of our real-time tracking. So our initial sales phase includes limited sales in the US and Israel, which we expect to begin in the fourth quarter of 2021 following a FDA approval, and eventually expanding into the United Kingdom, the European Union, Australia, and Asian Pacific. With regards to the niche markets mentioned in the previous slide, we'll target them using our system's obvious advantages that will better service their needs. We also intend to partner with distributors and implant providers to get a leg up in the market by piggybacking off of their larger and more well-known brand name. So this chart here just shows PathKeeper's benefits versus our competitors using data we found on 70 Surgical, Medtronic, and Brain Lab, which are all big market players. We found that overall our device is radiation free, while most of our devices aren't. We offer sub-millimeter accuracy, which has not yet been realized. We offer a significant reduction in cost, continuous real-time tracking, and a faster setup time, which saves surgery time and more money. Now, where we currently are, we performed a bunch of clinical trials, successful cadaver labs in the UK, the US, and Israel. We've received clinical validity for the product, are currently in the midst of applying for FDA regulatory submission and gearing up for our initial commercialization. Now, to accomplish this, we obviously assembled a team of experts. They include 3D medical imaging experts and optics experts, as well as top spinal and neurosurgeons, because we wanted to make sure that every step of the way when we were developing our device, we had the spinal patients and surgeons' ears to make sure that our
Time is up, so we will proceed with the Q&A session. And so please get your pen and paper ready to collect all the questions and then answer them all at once. So which judges have a question for her? Okay, I see Kevin, Kenji, Ron, and Evie. Okay, we'll go with this order. Kevin, Kenji, Ron, and Evie. So Kevin, please start.
Cool, thank you for the presentation. I kind of have two questions. The first question is, how will you go about displacing the incumbents, such as Medtronic, that are already deeply embedded in healthcare systems here in the US? The second question is, how do you plan to train surgeons who have already been trained using the incumbent tools?
Thank you. All right, Ron, please, next.
I also had the question about training and how difficult was it going to be to get adoption on this? And the second, what is the actual market size on these types of devices? Not the spinal market size, but actually the market size of existing products that you would compete with.
All right, thank you. I think I skipped Kenji. So Kenji, please go ahead.
Sure. Yes, I was also going to ask about the training, but are there any leads to start off the leads of the hospitals or clinics to start off your clinical trials?
Thank you. Now, Evie, please.
Hi, could you please explain more on how you apply AI on your solution and what are the barriers for the competitors to entry?
Thank you. David, did you have a question? Did I miss your hand? No? Okay, all right. All right, so you have
Can
four
I just
questions.
ask for Evie's question to be repeated? I missed the end of it. I'm sorry.
Okay, which one?
My question is,
yeah,
could you explain more on how you apply AI on your solution and what are the entry barriers for the competitors?
All right. So I see that your mic is on, so keep it on, and we will start a countdown with 3 minutes, okay? All right, please start answering the questions now.
All right, so to answer Kevin's question about, so to speak, displacing Medtronic, I've participated in many clinical trials, and I've heard personally surgeons' difficulties with the systems. Our system was developed understanding what works in systems such as Medtronic's and BrainLab and 7D Surgical, and understanding what doesn't work. And therefore, we developed something with what worked and also incorporated elements of what needs to be done in order to make the navigation more efficient. With regards to training that both Kevin and Ron asked, I believe, I personally, I work in marketing and content. Just by reading the user manual and fiddling with the system, I managed to figure it out in the space of a few minutes. So with regards to training, it's a very simple, easy to use process. The user manual is very straightforward, and the system itself was set up in a way that it would not require a long time to learn to understand. And leads within clinical trials. Like I said, we've had clinical trials in the US, in the UK, and in Israel. We're in discussions with different hospitals to do more clinical trials with them. We've spoken to some hospitals in Taiwan, some hospitals in Hong Kong, and additional hospitals in the US and Israel as well. And with regards to applying AI in our solution, what we did was we use machine learning algorithms and deep learning algorithms, and the combination of that and AI and the software with the 3D proprietary camera technology is ultimately what makes our system work. So I hope I answered your question satisfactorily, and thank you all for your time.
Thank you, PathKeeper. Now, introducing the next team, the 8th team, Strive Financial. Strive Financial, please start sharing your screen. Okay, so as a reminder, you'll hear 1 ring when there's 1 minute left, and 3 rings when there's 30 seconds left. So on my mark, we're gonna start the countdown, okay? All right, please start now.
Yeah, so hello everyone. I'd like to welcome all of you. I'm Melinda Hobosh, youth banking expert at Strive, where we are building a solution for parents and kids that gets them off to the best financial start in life and helps them build confidence with money at any age. Sorry, for some reason. Next slide, sorry. So Strive is a venture that builds on the experience and domain knowledge of 2 fintech companies, FF Next and GoSave. At FF Next, we have worked together with 5+ banks since 2017 and created a popular family banking application called Rocket Money. In 2019, we took part in the prestigious F10 Accelerator program in Switzerland, where we met the Techstars-backed GoSave team and their next generation piggy banks, loved by over 1,000 families already using them. We knew right away that this will lead to something great, so we decided to join forces and created a joint value proposition, which is now called Strive. Strive is a crypto-fueled family banking solution. As we have a generation of kids growing up in a society that is becoming increasingly cashless, we need to provide our children with solutions that introduce them to digital currencies. As of May 2021, the market capitalization of cryptocurrencies stood at more than $2 trillion, which is more than the market capitalization of Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, or Facebook. Each of them is below this number. This market holds a huge potential. These trends are sped up by coronavirus, since people are using their credit cards more for safety reasons, and we also buy more things online too. With 65 million families in Europe and 129 million families in the US, there is a huge audience that needs effective solutions to equip younger generations with tools to be financially conscious and secure when reaching adulthood. Strive is an app, a piggy bank, and a platform that lets parents display the holdings of a crypto wallet, initially Coinbase, to kids in a fun and interactive way. We created a comprehensive value proposition that helps parents teach their kids about money in a fun and engaging, yet very effective way, and in a controlled environment. Parents can assign tasks and chores and set up savings goals so kids can learn how to earn and budget their money. We integrated the Wallet as a service solution of Coinbase, which is connected to Strive application, as well as the next generation piggy banks. We can also display users' crypto balance on a touchscreen of the piggies. Currently, 68 million people use crypto wallets, and out of this, 56 million use Coinbase. There are also NFTs integrated in the offer, which are all 3D characters of famous people. So with their help, kids can learn about investments and history at the same time. As of our business model, Strive will be a freemium application. Regarding hardwares, we can distinguish standard and mining edition piggy banks. As of the standard devices, we set the prices at $149, while the mining edition piggies will cost approximately $2,000, both at 50% gross margin. We plan to sell the NFTs for approximately $200 at 80% gross margin. This will result in $3.49 million of revenue by the end of the first year. We have already worked together with Great Southern Bank, formerly Credit Union in Australia, and we are happy to license our product to other financial institutions too, but currently we are going with the B2C approach. The Top Minds collaboration holds great potential too. They are the world's first company to combine physical toys and NFTs. None of our competitors focus on teaching kids about digital currencies or NFT at all yet, but there are some great financial solutions, of course, helping youngsters to be financially more conscious. As of our traction, we have already sold 1,000 piggy banks and $2 million worth of Top Minds inventory has been created. Also, pre-sales has started too, and currently we are looking for seed investment. We really hope that you like this inspiring initiative, and I look very much forward to your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we will proceed with the Q&A. We'll collect all the questions first, so get your pen and paper ready. And which judges have a question for her? Please raise your hand. Okay, I see Ron, David, and Sean. Thank you. All right, we'll start with Ron first. Ron?
So not everybody accepts digital currencies. Will my kids be able to use this in a store that doesn't?
Thank you. David?
Yeah, how are you going to go to market strategy? I'm asking how big the market and how are you going to scale up the business? It's quite local. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it.
Sean?
Yeah, just heads up on the basically B2C market strategy is very challenging because you need to really find many moving parts to connect with. There's very kind of I've seen several kind of other iterations of this strategy for investments from wealth management companies coming out with solutions such as this for early investments. Even Robinhood is already doing something similar. So how are you going to compete against this kind of other contenders? Thank you.
All right, thank you. So Strive Financial, when you're ready, on my mark, we're going to start. So as a reminder, you'll hear one ring when there's 1 minute left, so you can still keep talking. And when you hear 3 rings, that means you have 30 seconds left, okay? So you can take full advantage of the time you have. All right, so let us start now.
Yeah, so thank you very much for your questions. First, I'm going to answer the question of Ron. So will kids be able to use this? Well, yeah, we're aware of the fact that cryptocurrencies are not accepted everywhere currently. However, as I mentioned, this market, like the whole crypto market, holds great potential. And there are an increasing number of companies and ventures capitalizing on this. So we truly believe that within the framework of 5 years, this is going to be even more common, and we need to teach Gen Z and the kids of now to prepare for the future. So this is the concept behind. As of David's question, so market sizing and scaling up. So I already noted that there are 65 million families in Europe and 129 million families in the US who can be a potential market for this solution. And most of the time, parents are not aware of how cryptocurrencies and also how financial consciousness works either. So, that's going out to Sean's question about basically the competitive advantage. So this solution is specifically designed for the need of families, and we are giving a tool and also help for parents at the same time to learn about these things, and parallelly they can teach, and also so their children can parallelly learn about these things. So we truly believe that we can help lots of families with this solution, and prepare parents and, of course, most importantly, kids to this age of digital currencies, and help them better understand this starting from a very young age. I hope I could answer your questions, and thank you very much.
All right, thank you. That was Strive Financial, and that was the 8th team. Now we're going to move forward with the 9th team, which is Ttoper Limited, Ttoper. So Ttoper, hi. Now, when you're ready, please first share your screen with us. All right, so when I give you the mark to go, all right, turn on your mic, and when I give you the mark to go, then you're gonna start. I'm gonna start with the 5 minutes countdown, okay? All right, please, but make sure, I don't think your mic is on. Is your mic on?
Can you can't hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right, perfect. All right, please start now.
Okay, hi, this is Arthur from Ttoper. Ttoper is an application connecting board game data and users. In the board game industry, there's a dramatic growth for the published product in recent years. However, there is no all-round platform to support this industry. So to me, this industry is not digitalized yet. So that's why we are here. And what we're gonna do is we have a search engine with detailed filters to help general users find their ideal product. We have a standardized scoring system for the enthusiastic players to help them estimate how well they've done, what's their weaknesses or their strength. We analyze board games in terms of competency, skills, and capabilities. And parents and teachers can trace their children's progress about playing board games. We have a membership system for the retailers and the board game cafe, so they will know their members' preferences. And also they can handle bookings, rentals, and pre-ordering using our apps. We have a playtest system for the game designers. They can invite their target users, targeted players, to help them playtest and give us feedback and comments. And as a platform, we have an advertising system for the publishers. They can broadcast their ads directly to the specific potential buyers, and whoever view the ads will be rewarded, which can raise the effectiveness of delivering the ad. For our team, we have developed 4 algorithms to help achieving the above services. The first one is competency analysis. Competency claims to be the most important index for education in 21st century. And we have a systematic way to define which competency of each board game will trigger and how deep they are. The second one is a recommendation system. Based on users' behaviors and preferences, we can provide accurate recommendation to them. And we have a preference analysis, which can estimate the similarity of taste among different users. It's good for social connection. It's good for the users to see which KOL, which is reviewers, they should follow. And it's good for publishers to find the popularity of different reviewers and see which one they should cooperate to help them promote their new products. And the last one is integrated ranking system. Different board games have different scoring system. We have formulas to calculate the standardized score and rank for each player after each game play, even they are playing different board games. For the potential market size, there's one figure I want to show you. In 2016, there are more than 5,000 board game cafes opened in US within 1 year. And how we're going to make money? We have membership fee from the individual users. We have commission fee from the advertisement. We have service fee from the retail shops. We'll have research fee from generating personal reports and commercial reports. We are not here to solve just one or two specific problems for the industry. We are actually building and creating an ecosystem for the whole board game industry. Each party in this industry are both givers and takers, and Ttoper is going to connect them together. So for our marketing strategy, we are not a competitor to any existing party in this industry. We are acting as a sitting role to help them make better quality products and making more profit. Ttoper is going to bring people together. Thank you.
All right, so which judges have a question for Ttoper? Please raise your hand. All right, I see Ron have a question. All right, so Ron, please go ahead.
So I have next to my office one of these board game cafes called Oasis Games. And the whole point of the board games, when I hear board game, is that it's not digital, that they're playing on a board. So is this all digital board games? And is there any kind of solution for these board game cafes that are not digital?
All right, thank you, Ron. All right, Ttoper, on my mark, you will start answering the questions. Now, please turn on your mic. Make sure your mic is on.
Okay.
Great, it's on. All right, now please start.
Okay, what we are doing is not a digital form of playing board games, because to me, human to human, we need to play board game face to face. That's the valuable part. That's the beauty part for playing board game. So we are just an assistant role to help everyone enjoy playing board game and in an effective way, help them know more about what their strength is and help them learn from board game. That's why we'll have some education elements in our application. That's why, let's say, like parents and school teachers, they can use board game to help their children and see that their children can learn from it. We are just producing tools to help them. So I hope that can answer your questions.
Well, since you have time, maybe I'll add to it. How do you collect that data if I'm playing a board game that is not digital?
Okay, they will input the results by themselves. Of course, when we have a scoring system, the easy question is, what if they cheat, right? Okay, my system will not prevent them cheating, but in case if we have different weighting, if it is just a game for practice, it has low rating. If it is a game for tournaments or competition, there will be judge and audience, and that will have a high ratings. So this just like the ELO system or like FIFA, the scoring system for FIFA. When we apply the weighting, it will be fine.
All right, thank you, Ttoper, for your presentation and QA. That was Ttoper, the 9th team. Now we're going to move on to the last team, which is the 10th team, Yallvend. Now we're just going to wait to bring Yallvend onto the screen. Hi, Yallvend. So yes, now first please start sharing your screen.
Okay.
Okay. Now, second, please turn on your mic.
Okay. Can you hear me clear?
Yes, I can, but if you can speak a little bit louder, that would be better.
Okay, I'll do it.
Wait, okay. So as a reminder, you're going to start when I give you the mark to start, and then that's when we're going to start with the 5-minute countdown, okay? And then also, when you hear one ring, that means you only have 1 minute left. All right, when you hear 3 rings, that means you have 30 seconds left. You got to hurry up and wrap it up. Okay, so we can see you and your screen both fine. Now, let's start the pitch. Start now.
Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Helen, CEO from Yallvend. We provide upgrade solution for on-vending devices. In this pitch, we're going to focus on vending machine. Mentioning about vending machine, we think about Japan. In Japan, they have over 4 million vending machines. Those vending machines generate $5 billion per month. 5 billion seems huge, and the gross profit is 40%, but the net profit is only 4%. Who stole the profit? No real-time data did, and it drives 2 problems. 1, opportunity missed. Without notification, the operators have no clue that is vending machine still well functioning or is under breakdown or coin jam. They can only rule out the problem until next time they go to the spots. Second, inefficient operations. Since they have no sales data, so they can only guessing what should be sold, what were sold, and how many should I refill. And on average, they take about 25% of wrong item with them, and takes about 2.5 hours to make sure everything's correct. That's why they need Yallvend. Yallvend upgrade kit is just like a gateway for a vending machine, so it can send all the data back to the cloud. And the upgrade process is super easy. Only 4 steps. Put the module in, plug the connector, install the antenna, and post the QR code. 3 minutes, plug and play. You don't have to bring the machine back to the factory. You will not need to change the machine's outshape. And after upgrading, the machine will support 3 functions. First, telemetry. All the sales data and inventory data will send back to the cloud. Second, we support e-payments, over 40 kinds of e-payment globally to prevent coin jam. Last but not least, notification to remind the operator taking action immediately. In Taiwan, we have 300,000 vending machines. In Japan, there are 4.3 million vending machines. Not to mention, the whole world has 20 million vending machines. The market is huge and untapped. When we enter to a new market, we work with vending machine maintenance company. They're in charge of the local service to operators such as Coca-Cola, Itoen, Asahi, and they pay us for hardware. And maintenance company paid us for hardware for strengthen the vending machine. The operators paid us for subscription fee, including the management platform and the internet. We're also receiving a profit share from e-payment solution providers. We've done a lot since 2019. We deployed the service in 7 countries, including Japan, Taiwan, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, and Malaysia. We deployed 5,000 devices, and we processed transaction volume reached over 7 million. We've recognized by Coca-Cola, Unilever, Nestle, Unipresident, and so many others. We have great partners, Qualcomm, Wistron, LifePay, Jayco, to expand the business together. Last month, Taiwan government announced a new policy that all the vending machines should be issued in invoice. In the same day, the top 5 operators called us because they knew that Yallvend solution is the best way for them to experience digital transformation. Thanks to the policy, Taiwan market developing time is shortened 5 to 10 years, 300,000 vending machines. We're launching our new office in Tokyo, Ueno, to expand business globally. We're going to be the world's biggest on-demand devices management platform. We're Yallvend. We bring revolutionary tech for on-demand devices. Welcome to join our journey. I'm Helen. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Helen from Yallvend. Now we're going to start with the QA. So get your pen and paper ready to write down the questions from the judges. All right, so which judges have a question? Yes, I see Sean, Ron, Kenji, and David. Let's go. Oh, and also Kevin. So let's go with this order. Sean, please, first.
Yes, great stuff. Very fascinating. Yeah, this vending machines are a very key part of the landscape in Japan. I've seen them everywhere in Taiwan and very much so everywhere. Very relevant. Now, what I'm curious about is what is your cost of installation for each one of these vending machine, which is not kind of pegged to these new devices? How much does it cost for you to install that? Who's do this installation? Is that put into the formula of, in terms of profitability side? Is it monetized through 1 year, 2 years? How is that factor put into your calculations in terms of revenue model? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Next, Ron, please.
Great presentation, Helen. I believe I've seen, although I'm not familiar, other companies that are doing remote monitoring on the vending machines. Can you tell me a little bit about the presentation? And my second question is, on your 7 million that you've generated, congratulations on that also, are you profitable?
Okay. All right, Helen, you got the question? I think, yeah, turn on.
May I check for the first question? Do you want me to tell more about the remote control or tell the differentiation between me and other company?
What I'd like to know is basically if this cost has been put into your calculations in terms of profitability.
I mean Ron's question. I mean, I might not get all Ron's question, first question.
Yes, if you can tell me a little bit more about the other solutions that are remote monitoring on the vending machines. I thought I saw other devices out there. Can you tell me a little bit about the other remote monitoring systems on the other vending machines? And is there any IP that protects what you're doing?
All right, thank you. And Kenji, please. Kenji, please turn on your mic.
My question is that, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you okay.
Great. My question, okay, great. My question is that, because I see that technology-wise, it's not extremely difficult for other big players to copy the product. So I'd like to know a little more about what is your strategy to compete with those big players in the future?
Thank you, Kenji. David, please.
Yes, I have a similar question about the total cost of the for each customer, each vending machine, and how soon they can be payback or return on investment, and also the competitor landscape. You know, there are certainly other product exist. How can you outperform that?
David, now Kevin, please.
Yeah, I would like to know more about how your customers use the analytics to drive increases in revenue and profits for them.
Thank you. All right, so that's all the questions from the judges. So Helen, please first turn on your mic. And on my mark, again, we will start the countdown with 3 minutes. You only have 3 minutes to answer all the questions. But take your time. You will hear 1 ring when you have only 1 minute left. And you will hear 3 rings when there are 30 seconds left. That's when you need to hurry up a little bit, okay? All right, on my mark, please start now.
Okay, thank you for all the questions. And some of the questions are quite repeated, so I will just combine them to answer together. Thank you. So let's go back to about the business model. Can you see my screen? About how we make money, that we rely on the maintenance company, like we just mentioned. So if we have maintenance company, they will help us to sell the hardware. And when they sell the hardware, they will have the hardware to the, actually, the operator is really the user to use the subscription for management platform and for the hardware. So they will have the profit sharing if they sell a hardware out. And the hardware here, I would like to just say, I will not say the direct price, but I would say to upgrade vending machine is 1/30 of to buy a brand new vending machines. And we collect these three of the profit, including hardware and subscription fee. And so this is one-time fee, and this they pay for per year. Once they keep going to use, they will pay for subscription fee. And then the installation revenue, applications. Okay, and then for other applications that we have, because we don't have other kind of remote control application, but the same application can use on other machines such as full kiosk, parking lots, and charging pile. We actually have customers from parking space. And for example, for parking space, they will put vending machine in their parking space. So they can management all the devices in one platform to saving their time. And how will our customer to get benefits from it? They save time.
Oh, keep going. You still have 1 minute left.
They save time to manage all their devices, and also because the devices have cloud functions, so they can do promotion on their vending machine. This is a showcase that we have. We help our customers do the showcase on it, and their revenue rise 7%, and the e-payment rate is rise from 2% to 15%. And do I miss any question? Okay, similar. If our competitors going to do this, then most of our competitors in the market right now, they have like e-payment solution, or they have an ERP solution, or they are familiar with vending machine, but none of them integrate all the solutions together. Even they want to integrate solution together, vending machines programming is not open. So unless you're in the industry for like over 10 years.
All right, time is up. Thank you, Team 10, Helen from Yallvend. Now we have concluded all the presentations for all 10 teams. The judges has entered all the scores. We will begin the award ceremony shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is InnoVEX 2021 Pitch Contest Award Ceremony. My name is Hannah. I am your host today. I am the founder of LeePack. It's been an honor hosting today's ceremony as well as the pitch contest. Now, before we move on with our award, let us first ask our chief judge to give us some comments on this year's startup's performance, as well as some maybe constructive criticisms that the startups can take away for this today. So let's welcome David Wen, CEO of Taiwania Capital. David, please. Okay, you're on now. All right.
I'm honored and humbled to be the judge for this event. And I see from year to year, this event has attracted a lot of experienced entrepreneur and quality team to participate. Especially this year, we see so many outstanding teams participate. And today, actually, I'm saying, it's difficult for us to pick number one out of number one, because all the participants in the final 10 list is really an outstanding team. And I'm very excited to have this event. And I also want to thank all the people participate in this contest and best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Now, let us give out the first award. The first award is the Qualcomm Innovation Award. Let us welcome Evie Tai to the stage to give out this award. And there will be 2 winners to this award. One will take away each $5,000 US. Evie.
Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to attend the InnoVEX 2021 pitch contest today. We select 2 winners from the top 10 startups participating in today's pitch contest. And we see with innovative technologies and international compatibilities, in particular in the 5G and the AI applications. The first winner of Qualcomm Innovation Award goes to congratulations.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you please say louder? Who is the first winner?
The first winner of Qualcomm Innovation Award goes to KryptoGO. Congratulations.
KryptoGO, congratulations. So our first winner today is the Qualcomm Innovation Award first winner, KryptoGO. Congratulations. Now you just won the award of 5,000 US dollars. There you go. Now let us smile and pose for a photo, okay? Smile. Awesome. Now maybe a second photo, maybe give you a big thumbs up, both of you. A big thumbs up to your face. Very nice. Thank you very much. Congratulations to KryptoGO. Now, Evie, we are really looking forward to hearing who is the second winner of the Qualcomm Innovation Award. So please tell us.
Okay, the second winner of the Qualcomm Innovation Award goes to DataU. Congratulations.
Woohoo, DataU, congratulations. You are also the winner of the Qualcomm Innovation Award, and you just won 5,000 US dollars. Now let us pose for a photo first. Smile, cheese. All right, now a second photo maybe big thumb up next to your face. Big thumb up, awesome. Thank you. Now, Evie, could you please give us a quick sharing of why you chose these two teams, KryptoGO and DataU, to be the winner of Qualcomm Innovation Award?
Okay, so we see AI as a powerful tool, and the key is how to smartly apply AI to solve the difficulty challenges across the different areas. And we see that, for example, KryptoGO, they're using AI to do the due diligence and to reduce the compliance cost. And DataU is using AI to reduce the risk management and the architecture. So we believe these two startups have their uniqueness in how to apply the AI and to do the digital transformation in a new era. So that's why we select them as our Qualcomm Innovation Awards.
Thank you, Evie. Thank you. Well, congratulations to both winners of the Qualcomm Innovation Award, KryptoGO and DataU. Now, let us move forward with the next award. However, the Japan Finder Award found that they did not find this year's team matches their very special topics that they have in mind. So, unfortunately, there is no Japan Finder Award given to any team this year. However, we still have our Grand Prize Award coming up. That is the highlight of today, and that is also the highlight of this year's ceremony. Let us welcome David Wen, our Chief Judge, also CEO of Taiwania Capital, to give out this Grand Prize Award. David.
I'm very pleased to announce the Grand Prize winner is Innohale Therapeutics, Inc.
Woohoo, Innohale! Innohale, congratulations! You must be really excited. So the InnoVEX 2021 Pitch Contest Grand Prize Award goes to Innohale. Congratulations. Now let us both pose for a photo session, and if both Innohale and David can just sit back a little bit more so we can have the entire face. Yeah. Okay, Innohale. Right. Innohale. Step back a little bit, sit back a little bit more. Yes, awesome. All right, big thumb up.
Thank you.
Congratulations, 20,000 US dollars grand prize. Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right, congratulations to all the teams. But David, could you please give us a quick comment on why you are giving this award to Innohale Therapeutics?
Yeah. Like I say, all the team in the final list are outstanding. And the way I represent the whole judge group. I think that you definitely provide an innovative solution to a very complex and big problem. And we do believe the impact will be globally. So especially for healthcare after the pandemic, I think our solution definitely will impact. Have a big impact. And congratulations for a very seasonal entrepreneur and also a very experienced advisor. So that's what you deserve it. Congratulations.
Thank you, David. Congratulations to all the winners and all the 10 finalists today. It's been a lot of hard work. Would also like to thank all the judges from around the world for your participation and your support. And thank you for our audiences around the world as well. Thank you for your participation from the beginning to the end. If you'd like to have more information on this year's 10 finalists, you can check out innovex.computex.biz, B-I-Z, and you will find all their information up there. And let us take this opportunity to pose for a group photo. Let's welcome all the judges and all the finalists to pose on screen. So let's take a first photo. Say cheese. That's great. Now let's pose for a second photo. Everybody, please give a big thumb up next to your face. That's great. Thank you. Now, maybe a third photo. Due to COVID-19, many people are battling against COVID-19 around the world. So let's then give them a big heart. So maybe a heart here. Awesome. Thank you so much. And that marks the end of this year's award ceremony and pitch contest. On behalf of Taipei Computer Association, thank you for your participation and see you next year at InnoVEX 2022. Bye-bye.